Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Heard It Through the Grapevine with me, Robert Crawford.
And me, Olivia Hobson.
Hello, Olivia. How are you? How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been all right. Yeah. I finished The Last Kingdom.
Very good. What, the whole thing?
I finished all 4 series, yeah.
I've still not watched 4.
I absolutely binge watched it.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
I need to catch up.
Oh, desperately. And I realised, so the first season was made by BBC.
Yeah.
And it was on BBC Two, and that's why it was so bad.
Yeah, the budget wasn't there. And then I think they 50-50'd it with Netflix for the second, and then it went full Netflix.
Yeah. So and then it got really good, and now I love it.
Okay,
I would highly recommend it.
Well, that's good. That's good.
How's your week been?
It's been a bit weird.
Okay.
I mean, I think everyone's, it's been weird. It's been a weird, 10, 11 days. Yeah. Like it's just, I don't know how to say it as a it's made me realize and rethink a few things that I've maybe done in the past, or like not even thinking done in the past and stuff.
Yeah.
It's made me rethink. It's taken me out of my, comfort zone, which, we're all in, and So
we're talking about everything that's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me too, actually.
Like, I got really emotional that, like, I was looking at Reddit and all these protests in America. It was at the time, it was just in America it was starting, and like all these videos of these kids just wanting the police to listen, and just the police just beating the shit out of them. Like, it's not, I just don't, it was, just for like a few days, it was really sad. I was really sad. And then now it's actually, I think, obviously the problems are still there, and they will be there for a while, but I think it's quite uplifting how, everyone, you'd like to think most people in our generation have now gone, actually, fuck this.
Yeah. And I think, like, I feel so sad watching everything, and every time I talk about it, someone, I start crying. And I think, like, for me, I've kind of realized that I haven't really done enough. So I think I've been getting upset about that, and then I'm like, it's not enough to, like, not see race. You have to actually.
Oh, mate, your internet's crap.
Because I realised I need to do that. Oh, have you frozen?
You frozen. Have I frozen? Oh, no. We're just addressing quite an important issue, and now the internet's failed.
Dude, was that you or me?
I think it was both of us. We both froze.
Oh, that's so annoying that happened then.
Yeah, sorry. So you were saying you've been watching it, and it's not enough to kind of, because I think that's what most people are thinking, that, we've known that it's an issue, but as long as I'm not doing it, that's enough.
Yeah.
Because I think what everyone's
Whereas
doing.
You actually have to actively try and stop it, not just not do it yourself.
Yeah, and educate yourself, and try to educate family members who, may push against it.
Which I'm trying to do now. Yeah, I think it's like, for people like us, I think it's like we really have to kind of look at ourselves.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Because reevaluate.
I've read a few things. A mutual friend of ours wrote a blog about her experience a couple of years ago, which we'll put a link to it in the description. Hopefully she's all right with us doing that. Maybe message her before, but her experience in white spaces and at work and stuff. And as I was reading it, I was like, it's a term like microaggression.
Yeah.
That I might be like explaining stuff that, I'm fully aware, having this conversation, that I'm a white middle-class guy saying this. Okay. So I don't want to become like mansplaining or like, doing that.
Yeah.
But like just the tiny things that we see as every day, or don't even see, that are problems within, their people's daily lives.
And I think reading some of the problems she had, like, I think I just sat there oblivious to all of it.
Yeah.
And even if I wasn't oblivious, I don't know if I've never said anything about it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas it shouldn't just be down to her to like complain about it.
Yeah.
It should be down to everyone.
This whole thing isn't a black problem. It's a white problem. It is a problem with us, not them.
Yeah.
But what we can do is read, watch stuff. There's loads of stuff on Netflix that's really good, that's really accessible. Like, everyone's got Netflix to watch this, like stuff like The 13th, and there's just loads of documentaries you can watch on there just to learn about how.
I remember, have you seen When They See Us?
Yes, yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah, I watched that when it came out. I watched the first episode at work. The first episode's so horrible.
Yeah.
And I had to go to the toilet because I was crying so much at work. I mean, cry. I mean, everything I watch at work, I cry. I cry at everything. But oh my God, that series is so sad. Like, yeah,
there's no like.
It's not really a happy ending.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, it's not. It's
because
just
they've all still gone through it.
The process keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
So and you can there's stuff you can donate to. We'll try and compile a list and put it in the description. There's different bits both here and in America that we can, donate to. And I haven't been on a protest yet. I just haven't. I don't know why. It's got no excuse to not go, but
I talked to Hannah about going on Sunday. I don't know. I don't want to use the virus as, I know it's like a really lame excuse.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I just haven't been sure about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't have an excuse really.
But yeah, and then I see government saying, "Oh, don't protest because of the virus," and you can kind of understand that because
but then at the same time, I'm getting annoyed about.
But then also, shut the fuck up. Like,
I'm getting annoyed about people whinging about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
this is more important.
Yeah, it is more important.
This is more. I'm not saying it's more important than coronavirus. I'm not saying it's more important than the health of loved ones, people, old people, vulnerable people. But it's more important than a cunt driving to Durham to check his eyesight, right? So shut the fuck up.
And also, like, this all happened while the virus was going on in America.
Yeah.
So it's not the protesters' fault that this happened while it was going on.
It's not like people have gone, oh, well, we'll just do it now because.
Exactly. Like, it's the police officers' fault that did this in the first place, really.
Yeah.
That it's all happening at this time.
What I've been reading or seeing is just the amount, and I don't know if it's the same in this country. I don't know. And that's, again, I've not been looking, but most of the internet is American, right? So most of the stories and stuff on anything is America based. So stats, whatever. But the amount of money they put arming the police and doing all that in America is just like crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much they are. And they are like tiny armies all over the country.
Yeah.
It's fucking mental.
I think a lot of it does come down to gun control because that's where, obviously it's really, it happens here a lot as well. But I think gun control out there is just so out of control, basically. And I think it gives police officers out there like this power that like no human should really have.
No.
It's too much power.
Yeah. And the annoying, this is an argument I want to put to rest for anyone who says, oh, and I've seen this argument on Instagram, on Twitter and stuff about people saying that, oh, well, no one goes on protest because of gang violence, as if like we should hold the police to the same standard as gangs, you fucking morons. Like, they're the police. They're not, obviously gang violence, but no one's saying, no, gang violence, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like these people who say, oh, there's no community stuff. There's loads of community stuff going on around the country to try and tackle gun violence and gang violence and knife violence and stuff like that. But to say that the police should be held to the same standard as gangs,
it's
to a lower standard in some cases.
It's the same argument as the All Lives Matter argument, isn't it?
If you're listening to this right now and you have ever said All Lives Matter or ever written All Lives Matter, take yourself into the woods and kill yourself right fucking now and do a job for everyone. All right? Get the fuck out. You are nothing. You are scum. You are shit on everyone's shoe. Fuck off.
It's the same argument,
I said before this, let's try and not be too aggressive.
I was waiting for you to do something like that.
Oh, well, fuck them. Oh, no, the racists hate me. All right, fine. I'll take that. I'll take that mantle on. Thank you. Right. I don't know how to kind of move on from that. Obviously, we've got to move on in the podcast, but let's not move on in the next news cycle.
In our lives, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's try and...
Actually, I have a cute little story, actually.
Okay, carry on, yeah.
I witnessed. So I went to Chorleywood Common to see my friend for some drinks, and we noticed there was a group of guys that were probably in their like 40s, and they were all standing. They weren't sitting on the common. They were all standing in a circle, like 2 meters apart from each other. There was about 6 of them, and they all had like their beers. And I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. Like, it was Friday evening, and they obviously would go to the pub every Friday with their mates or something, and now they can't, and they're just doing it there. But it's like the fact that we were all sitting on the common, and they were just standing with like their hands in their pockets, like they would at the pub
against like a fake bar. How's your polling?
See what it was like?
Yeah. You'd be going down the gym area. Nice.
With like their boss's cans, and I was like, that makes me so happy. They can finally go and see each other.
Yeah, exactly. A good news story out of all of this. It's not a news story. It's something that happened. My mum rang me the other day, and apparently they've got mice in their house.
Oh, no way.
Got like a family of mice, and she told it was. So Dad rang me the day before, and he said, "Yeah, we got busted mice." And apparently he was in one room, Mum was in the kitchen. Mum saw a mouse, screamed. Dad came, like looked up, and then a mouse like walked along where he was because he's doing some work. Walked across the papers as well. He screamed, and then they just went to bed. And it was like 8 o'clock at night. They're like, "Fuck this, we go to bed." And then Mum rang me on Tuesday or whatever at the weekend, and apparently my dad's been setting traps, or they've got the rat man in to set traps, and they've been using chocolate, right? And my dad's been going round and changing the chocolate in it because apparently the mice don't like fruit and nut. So it's been putting
they actually like chocolate?
Yeah. I said, have you not been paying attention for the last like 1,000 years? They like cheese. Why are you not putting cheese?
Yeah, I thought cheese was the thing you put
cheese
down.
Was the one, was it? But
I don't know, but then is that just like a myth made from like cartoons or something?
Well, yeah, like Santa. Sorry, not Santa. And that the Tory party actually give a fuck about Black lives. But anyway, oh gosh, said I wasn't going to do that. Right, shall we? But I like the idea of Dad just walking around, changing, and then studying.
The tiniest cube as well.
Tiniest, like a little button
with a knife. Yeah,
very precise. Slither. A little slither. Oh, we don't want them to get fat. You're killing them. And yeah, every 2 days, just going. And he's got a list like no fruit and nut. Galaxy, they're not that keen on. Let's try buttons, and if not, Rolos.
Have you ever had like mice or rats?
We've not in this flat. No, I don't think I've had them. My mate had it at uni. Shout out Dan.
Yeah, rats.
He had a rat in his room in the wall, like between the thing.
Oh,
and
no.
He called it Ratty, and I think it died in the wall, and so his room.
No. Oh no, that's so bad.
Dan, if you're listening and I got any part of that story wrong, I'm sorry. give me a shout and I'll tell the real story. But yeah, its room did stink for a bit.
We have like they're called gliss. They're like dormice.
Oh, yeah.
They're in our loft. They live there.
Oh, and you're happy with that? Did they pay rent or anything?
Oh, they're so loud. They wake me up every night. But they
the music, play the music loud and stuff.
Yeah, their little raves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dead
no,
Mouse.
we
They
just
listen to
get
Dead Mouse.
we get a pest guy to come and get them.
I've got a joke. They listen to Dead Mouse. You didn't react last time, so.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but they're really cute. It's quite sad, but they have to be killed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I've never had a rat or a mouse or anything. I'd hate that so much.
Yeah. Right. We haven't actually discussed what vines we're going to do this week, so I hope we haven't got the same one.
Have you got like a rare one?
No, I've got quite a mainstream one.
Oh God, okay, this is risky.
So I went first last week. You go. Did I? No. Yeah. I don't know what episode's out.
Yeah, I think so.
You go first.
Oh, I'm scared now. We've done the same one.
It's fine. I'll just on the hoof. I'll make up something.
Okay, so I haven't written a description. So mine starts with two versions of it. So the premise of the vine is a debate between some ladies.
Right. Okay. It's fine. I've not.
Cool.
I've not done that one.
So there's three women and there's actually a man at the end of it as well. So the women say. So the first woman says, "How do you know what's good for me?" The other woman responds, "That's my opinion."
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Oh, so good.
And then the third woman just looks and she's kind of blinking and looking around like, what? And then the guy, there's like a guy at the end as well, just staring. I don't know who the guy is. So, yeah, there's two versions of the vines. I'm reading this in a completely different order to the way I've written it. So
it's
this
great. I like it. It's like Avantgarde.
This is an episode of Orange County, Real Housewives of Orange County, season 9 reunion episode. The three women. So the woman who says, "How do you know what's good for me?" is Vicky Gumbelson. The woman who shouts, "That's my opinion," is Tamra Judge. And then the woman who's staring is Shannon Beder. The larger argument is about Vicky's husband's behaviour towards Vicky.
Right.
So Vicky's husband doesn't treat her very nicely, basically. And in the last series, like Tamra was kind of saying, "Oh, Vicky's husband is a really bad guy because he like called her a whore and he apparently hit her and shit." Like,
fuck.
Yeah, it was like quite bad. And then Tamra's like putting her 2 pence in about Vicky's husband. I've watched like the whole clip. Vicky's like, Tamra's basically saying, I don't really know him. I just think he's a bad guy and I don't think he's good for you. And then she's like, "How do you know it's good for me?" And then she's like, "That's my opinion."
Such a funny reaction to something that's actually, she's actually being very nice. Like,
yeah, I know. She has a,
"You're better than this man."
Yeah. It's quite nice actually. And then basically straight after that, it just goes like kind of silent, and then they just talk again. Like it doesn't escalate.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know, it's a bit of a letdown because you kind of imagine that they really go at it.
Yeah.
After that, but they don't. So as I was saying, there are two vines. So one vine is that 6-second clip, the way it is. One vine is where someone has like put a filter, like a morph on their faces. Yeah,
so what is that filter? Because I've seen a few videos.
I don't know. I guess it's one of those ones that kind of pops up on Snapchat and stuff.
Right,
isn't it?
okay.
So the viner who uploaded the original, it's called Basil, Baesil. And She just did it like she filmed it on TV, sort of thing.
Right.
Like just how it was, and that got 300,000 likes and 24 million loops. And then I don't know much about her because all her vines, well, I don't even know if it's a her. All their vines are just pretty much like filmed TV, funny TV moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's got loads of them. They've got loads of them. I don't know if it's a her. I don't know why I'm referring to her as a her.
It's quite a basil. It's quite a.
That's what I thought.
It's like bay on it.
Yeah,
You think
bay.
probably a. If it is a boy, I think. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'm sorry.
Especially over the age of 13. Under 13, fine.
Yeah.
Come on.
So the morphed faces gets added on. So literally, so this viner is called Quenzadilla. And she gives like Basil credit in the morphed face vine.
Right.
So she literally takes her vine and puts the morphed face on it. Like she doesn't record it herself on TV or anything. She literally takes that vine and then remakes it. And that was posted on June 23rd, 2015. So yeah, she does give Basil credit, but this one receives a further 700,000 likes and 88.4 million loops. So this one went way bigger than the original.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
It's so good. The second version is one of the best ever, to be honest.
And that's the one I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, fine. Well,
that's the vine I'm doing.
Okay, well, I can tell you your score is going to be very good then.
So Quenzadilla is Quenlin Blackwell. I found her Instagram. It's Quenlin Blackwell original.
Original, great.
She was a reasonably famous viner. She had over 1 million loops on sort of every vine.
Nice.
Like
that's
minimum,
a good loop ratio.
She'd get minimum 1 million.
Yeah.
Well, that's like her average.
Fair play.
And then most of them are just herself. Like she's quite funny. She's from Dallas, Texas, and on Instagram she's got 1.1 million followers, and she's also on TikTok with 2 million followers. So she's obviously, that's just what she does, sort of thing.
So she's a turncoat then. So she's gone to the dark side.
What is that? Oh, okay.
TikTok, fucking TikTok.
But the Joe article I said, so when they add the face filter on it, it really, when you watch the original, you don't really notice the third woman, who is Shannon Beder. You don't really notice her like blinking and like looking around, but you really notice it in the morph face. Like that makes the whole vine.
Yeah, it's the looking around, the awkward look, and then there's the guy at the end. His eyes suddenly become massive, and he goes.
It says in this Joe article, silence speaks volumes, but blinking speaks decibels. When I read that, I realised I don't know what a decibel is. I was like, that's a really great sentence, but I don't actually know what's a decibel.
It's how they measure sound, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's like yeah.
I thought,
it's a unit of
yeah.
measurement for sound. So this would be more decibels than this.
Right. Okay.
So ASMR is very low decibel.
Decibel.
Oh no, actually, it's decibel. You said it right.
Decibel.
Decibel. That's an Italian person pointing out a bell. Decibel.
That's that woman on the Bologna on that Microsoft.
We are using Teams to decibel. Like,
Innovate.
Innovate.
It also said it's the human equivalent of a tumbleweed.
Yes. Yeah.
Blinking,
yeah.
That blinking, I mean, and looking around.
I get a lot of that.
I love doing that. Like when you talk, you explain and you look around. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. And you're like,
yeah, that's my vine.
That's your vine. Fantastic vine. This is I use the measurement of if Georgia would like the Vine, and every time she watches it, she laughs at this, so it must be good. Because famously, she doesn't like comedy or anything fun. Much like that's why she doesn't listen to this. I'm going to give it a high. I'm going to give it a 9.3. I think.
Nice.
It's a bloody good one.
Yeah, that is good.
So well done.
And it is just so you know it's a Real Housewives program.
Yeah.
Reunion.
What one was it? What one was it?
Orange County.
Orange County. Right.
Which you can watch on ITV.
Which are all on the ITV hub?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
What's it called? The hub?
It is called the hub.
Yeah, ITV hub. A perfect, an amazing range of programming on there. Give it a listen. A watch. Fuck. They've not paid us for this. Anyway, right. So my Vine is, might get clearance for that sentence. My Vine is a bit different. It takes place in what looks like a very posh kitchen diner. So
okay, they've
obviously extended from the kitchen. There's a dining table in the background, and it's very, I'd say,
that's so funny.
Decorated in very glamorous way. Very glamorous way. There was a man stood alone at the table, but then he starts to move towards the camera.
Okay.
Very animated, exclaiming, "What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say, dude? What the fuck, dude? Step the fuck up, Kyle." Right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say, dude? What the fuck, dude? Step the fuck up, Kyle.
But the best bit, so it's funny, and it's again people sort of screaming, so it's right in my wheelhouse. But the best bit about the Vine is that as it progresses and it gets closer to the camera, right, you could see behind his, what would it be, left shoulder, there's a girl sat at the table on a laptop.
Oh my god, I've never realised this.
Watch it on the back again. She just looks really confused, and I like to think that they didn't really tell her what was going on, and he just did it.
I've never noticed the girl in the background.
Yeah. Neither had I until I read a comment of it saying that, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, there is a. She's like, what? I'm trying to do my thesis. Also in the background, which goes back to a particular favourite Vine of yours. There's it looks like it's been or is going to be Halloween.
Oh, lovely.
There's a big skeleton in the background in the window, and also a massive furry spider on the mirror.
Oh wow.
So clues, October must have been. So the Viner, as we said earlier, mine's quite a mainstream one. The Viner is actually a very big Viner on Vine. How many times can I say Vine? His name is Nick Coletti, and he does a few really good ones, which I'm sure we'll stumble on as we progress in this series. Are we doing a series? Or is that,
I don't know.
This weekly serial, but not serial. He's gone on to big things, like actually quite good things. I think on the back of his Vine success, he then started going into acting and stuff. And he's in a web series on Facebook Watch.
Oh, if that's a thing.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
It's called, which is funny because people will think we plan this, but people who actually listen to the podcast will realize that we definitely don't plan any of these. But his series is actually called The Real Bros of Simi Valley, right? So it's a piss take of the Real Housewives.
Oh my God, no way.
The universe telling us something that we should be together.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. He also does stand up, and he's been touring around the place and stuff. And there's a few interviews with him on YouTube doing different bits. There was an interview on the internet of him explaining the Vine, but when you click on it, it's like 404 error. So, and I'm not at all technical, so I can't find it.
No.
So that's a shame. But I might message him like I did with that other guy. That went so well last time. Ignored me. He bloody ignored me.
So he's read it.
Oh, I don't know, has he? Let me check.
You can see if they've seen it.
Can you on Instagram?
Yeah, it was like seen on the message. It should do anyway.
Right, let's have a look. I suppose because it's the same as Facebook. Right. I don't know. Doesn't say anything. Maybe he's not seen it. Maybe he's got thingy notifications off. We had someone from...
Maybe he gets loads of people messaging him.
Maybe. Apparently too big for us. So yeah, I might message him and ask him about it. But so looking at the comments of the thing, DJ Red Duck 27 says, don't know why, when Kyle has been making smart ass comments under his breath all day. fair thing. And
we all know a Kyle.
I remember I actually flipped out reading this comment. I was like, oh yeah, I did that to someone at school, right? So
what, you just like you came to the end of your rag?
Yeah. So let's set the scene. We were in year 9, it must have been. Biology or science at some point. And I asked a question. Right. So there was this guy called Aaron who was he was very well read, very posh, and like, he just was much cleverer than me. Fine. I'm going to admit it. He's better than me.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. You can be done and still have your own podcast. And I remember in Biola, this is seared into my brain. And I remember I asked my teacher, because we were talking about photosynthesis, about plants and shit. And
deep.
I remember, I'm so bloody clever. I remember asking her, what is that weird thing on plants you get in the morning? Not dew. It looks like spit, right? And I said, it looks like a chav's gone around and just spat on all the plants. And I remember overhearing Aaron say, oh, as if he isn't a chav. Like that, right?
Oh my God, so he actually offended you.
I said, actually, motherfucker. Right, so I didn't do it at the time.
You went, hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. Oh, we're going down there. I remember at the time, not saying anything, but thinking, all right, Prit.
So you weren't like mates?
No, we were friends. Like we would talk,
friends,
but like not like pals. We didn't hang out after school, but like we were civil, and we were, I'd known him since year 7 and stuff, so we got on. It was fine.
I've known him for years.
I've known him for years, as if that makes any difference. I've known him since, year 7, whatever. I've known him for years. We go way back. 7SG. Represent. And I remember confronting him by the lockers near the toilet where that big shit was.
Dramatic.
The massive shit. The toilets were out there. I just remember saying, like, why did you say that? I can't remember what I said, but I remember saying, like...
Did you tell him to step the fuck up?
I said, step the fuck up, Aaron. But yeah, that's just reminded me of that. And then the next comment says, Charmaine Croyton, or Croggan, I can't read my own writing, says, I will never get tired of this. Obviously, it's a classic.
I feel like every Vine has a comment like that, don't they?
It's the
That's
de facto line.
Yeah.
Lord Megacom.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, the Lord in the house, my lady. The girl in the back must be confused. And that's where I was like, what girl in the back? And then I was like, oh, hello.
Oh, thank you, Lord, for...
Yeah, thank you, Lord, for bequeathing us with knowledge forthwith of the so forth girl, forth sire, Lord. And then final comment is, says something with 2 G's. It's not.
Something.
Something good. He sounds like Cartman at the end when he says Kyle, and then 3 crying laughter faces, because something I forgot to mention in my description was it cuts off mid-final Kyle. So he goes, what the fuck? Step the fuck up, Kyle. Like that. and it's better. So
it always makes it better.
Always makes everything better when
And
it's cut off.
It's better.
And it's better. So what would you? That's my Vine for the week.
I really like. Do you know what? I've thought about doing this one, but I was like, I'm going to save this one for you.
Oh, thank you.
Like I was like, I know because we both love this one, and I was like, yeah, that's the only one I think you should do.
Oh my God, thank you so much. You're so thoughtful.
Yeah, as if there's actually a thought process to all of it.
Yeah, I just picked mine.
I'm gonna give it. I think. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to give it. I think. I don't know whether to give it. I don't know whether it's better or worse than my one.
That's not for me to judge.
I think because this one goes a long way back with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it...
Just like Aaron and I. Way back.
The funny thing is this one probably does go back to year 7 for me.
Fuck off. It's probably 2014 or 15. You are... Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, you are a child.
A child. I'm going to give it a 9.4.
Okay.
So I've just undercut myself.
You've just undercut yourself, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Listeners, do you agree with our verdicts and our scores?
Do you not agree with it? Is that why you're saying that?
Actually, no, I agree.
Oh, fine.
Good. All right, fine. I'm just trying to... what we have to do.
No, but that seemed like you lashing out. Like, well, let's see what the audience think.
Well, you dumb bitch. These people say. No, we have to engage the audience.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, DM us on Instagram at _the grapevine, or email us and heard it through the grapevine.
Heard it through the grapevine at gmail.com.
Yeah, I tried to say it really quickly. And heard it through the grapevine at gmail.com. That's it for this week, I guess. Unless there's no other things to talk about. Stay safe. Donate, read up. Again, we'll put some links to stuff we've read, especially that blog post. And yeah, I mean,
do what you can.
Do what you can. We're not going to sit here and say that we're done. We've done everything. But let's try and be open to different people's experiences that we weren't aware of, unless they're racist, or paedophiles or stuff like that. But anyway, but try and let's all just try and improve ourselves
internally
and society as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well said. Well done.
Right. Take care, Liv. I'll speak to you at some point.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there. Oh, actually, wait. The gimmick. I keep forgetting to do the gimmick. Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about it.
Actually, this is today's one. Oh, no. Today's one is tip. Use iCloud and the Photos app to get more your videos on your Mac. That's not really uplifting, is it?
No.
So this was one that they sent me the last week. It said, things change and friends leave. Bloody hell.
So sad.
Really sad. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm going to feel like, I'm going to cry whilst I'm bloody filming. Anyway, take care, everyone. We love you all. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. What's the thing? Stay safe. Love you all.
Don't go to Durham.
Don't be a prick. Don't go to Durham.
That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.